Yo, welcome back to the channel. This is BrokeToStoke. I'm here. Guess I'm just here. Last week, maybe it's almost 2 weeks ago at this point, I'm sorry. I said I was gonna make a video going through all my Pokemon cards, which I then made quite a few attempts of doing that video. I did 3 different attempts and had 3 different scripts and had, like 3 different outlines and scrapped each one after trying each one a couple times. And each one that I tried took at least an hour of video. So I ended up filming for probably 4 or 5 hours, and each time it took me probably like 20 minutes to set up my lights and my second camera and the mic and all of that. Now, I'm not trying to complain because I said that I was going to do that, and maybe I should have thought more realistically about what I want to even do with the channel, because it wasn't that I couldn't do the video. It was really just that I couldn't get behind the idea of the video. I wasn't like excited about it. I wasn't happy with, when I even brought the files onto the computer and started to try and edit them and piece them together and stuff. I was just like, man, this is a little bit not my style. This is not my speed, not what I'm really trying to do, which I hope you guys get that. You are here in the very early stages of me developing this channel, which I hope if you're here for that, you're here for it for the long run. I hope that you treat this like, long-term investment in my growth. That's what the channel is really about. But I also want to say that, this channel is not going to be one of those channels that's all like, whoa, like in your face YouTuber, kind of crazy dramatic, hypey, whatever. That's what I think was really lacking in like the Pokemon card thing. Like, I was going through them and I'm just like, yeah, this is a Slugma, this is a Charmander, like here's like the front and the back, like check it out, and I don't know, I just was not super excited. So here's what I'll do. This is all of my Pokemon cards. These are all my Pokemon cards. And I will go through them all. There's a lot of them. Like, stacks. Like, these are all... There's hundreds. And it's crazy. And some of them are really nice and probably worth a lot of money. All of those were actually in hard cases, so I'm not worried. Look at that. See, that's what good collectors do. They put them in hard cases. I think each one of these are even in sleeves inside the hard cases. So it's like, even if they're sliding around, yeah, look, they're all in plastic. So I got a lot of cards. And, there's probably something valuable in here for sure. And I'm happy about that. But I also have to say, I'm not super passionate about like trying to make some sort of video where I'm like all in your face, like this is worth like $300, and like keep going. Oh, look at this one, blah blah blah, and like I don't know. That's just not me, man. I'm sorry if you're here for that. I'm not trying to say that I'm chill and other people are not chill, but I'm I try and not be too like in your face about things like that. So reality is, those videos will probably not come out. And I guess that's the long way of saying I spent probably 5 or 6 hours total between setting up lights, filming, and also like trying to edit and piece together these videos, all to decide, that wasn't even worth my time. So I hope that you understand that, like, work is being done behind the scenes and some work does get scrapped. And I hope that you understand that that's sort of part of the process with this channel, especially because I am sort of just figuring out where I want to go with it. BrokeToStoke is definitely something that I want to build on for a while. And I do have a lot of really cool ideas with that. And I'm not going to tell too many people about it quite yet, but there's going to be a lot of things in the future with what comes out of BrokeToStoke, especially this channel. So the channel will continue to grow, hopefully with people who see the long-term sort of future of what, this could become, and want to see, me develop myself and the channel and adapt and find, whatever sort of place it can sort of rest and, then grow from, where the roots set in best, what soil is more nurturing for us to, thrive in. And so, maybe I should try and set my roots into like the Pokemon thing and get all like in your face, try and make viral videos and, clickbait people with unrealistic titles and thumbnails and things like that. But I'm also not really all about that, like, some of my thumbnails definitely I'm trying to like, make it so that you can see what the video is about, but I'm not trying to say like get rich right now, or like make $1,000 doing this or anything like that. Because I'm not about that, like I'm not trying to guarantee anything other than, if you try something and you keep trying, you only have two options, and that's either to succeed or fail. And if you're failing, at least you're trying. And that's something I saw the other day, someone in some motivational speech, I can't remember who it was, where I saw it. I think it might have been Instagram or whatever. Doesn't really matter. They said the most important thing is that if you're failing, at least you're trying. And he said, no, listen to that again. I'll say it again. If you are failing, at least you're trying, and it's like, if nobody's failing and they think they're doing the right thing because they're not failing, it means they're not trying anything new. They're comfortable. They're sitting in the same spot. They're not trying to do anything different. And, I've had a lot of friends like that, and it hurts me to say that I don't have many friends anymore, or close friends, or people close to me who don't have that sort of mentality of like, at least try, because I've had a lot of those people be doubters of me personally, not even of themselves, because that's one thing, it's okay if, you got friends that they don't really see what you're seeing and things like that. That's fine, like that's totally fine. And you can try and help them out and say, hey man, I believe in you. Like, I've seen what you can do with this, or I've seen what you do with that. And like, I believe in you, whatever. But they don't always hear you either, and so you don't need to spend too much time on trying to convince someone else when you're probably trying to spend time doing something for yourself. If you believe in other people, you should also be believing in yourself. And, I think the most important thing right now in my life is to continue to try and work on building this channel and building a platform around it and building a brand around it the way that I really passionately want to. And I do have to say that I have a little bit of fear of flight. Like, I am afraid that like one day I'll wake up and I'll be like overwhelmed with like 1,000 emails, and like I sold, $40,000 worth of things in one night or something. Like, I'm freaked out about that, because like once that happens, the snowball is going down the hill, and it's like a big snowball. And that's not a metaphor for bad things happening. I'm saying that's like a snowball that continues to grow. It's going down the hill and you're not getting in front of it. Like, and that excites me, but I also know how much that holds, and I'm not sure that, maybe I have too much belief in myself. I've always been a big dreamer. Everyone's always said that about me, and I'm like, I don't really care. It's just that I believe in this. Like, I really believe that like I can do something with my life. And you don't have to. You don't have to believe in your life being something else. But if I say that I'm going to do something, at least believe in me. And, sure, my content on my channel might not always say like that I'm the most, whatever, reliable with delivering what I say I want to deliver, on some sort of timeline. But I also believe that, you do have to be critical when you're trying to do something, and, not everything's going to be perfect. So it is good to just put something out sometimes, but it's also good to not overproduce or overwork yourself or overextend yourself or create something just because you're trying to do something and be seen. Like creating some sort of content that doesn't really have any sort of value behind it or you're not passionate about really isn't going to actually further your brand in the future. And if anything, you could end up damaging your brand. And I think that's something that's really important to think about for any kind of, person who's trying to start a business or do whatever they're trying to do. It's like if you're a musician and you write a song that has a lot of bad messages, you're going to be known for that. You're going to be known for that more than your top hit. People will pick that apart, and you don't want that. And you want to be seen in a good light if you're trying to do good things, of course. And so, if you're out on the internet saying stupid stuff or doing stupid things or not representing what you really want to represent, I think that's going to potentially damage whatever you're trying to do. Now, with all that being said, I know we're like 12 minutes in. I'm going to try and wrap this up quick, but I do have to say, like, this coming week, the final Matrix movie is coming out. And this seems totally way left field, off topic, but what I do have to say is the Matrix movies, the first three, I watched those all before I was 10 years old. 2003, they all were out. I was born in 94, so I was like 9 years old, 10 years old, right when they all were like out. I watched all of them when I was a kid. My mom showed them to me. I love the fact that my mom showed me those movies because rewatching them more recently, I saw different messages and started to pick up on different things that I never picked up on. And more recently, I even started to read an article that was highlighting some of the things that I was feeling, but also gave me even more information showing representation of like trans people, and showing that, confirming my belief that, some of the most pivotal characters in the Matrix being black and also black women was like really ahead of its time, but also had other sort of real life parallels with sort of like in the future, the machines enslave the humans, and a lot of the people who are bringing that big fight to the forefront were black people in the movie. They were fighting for freedom. And like, I don't know, like there's just so many things about the Matrix that, like I would love to make a video where I just go all out and talk about my favorite things and messages and characters and scenes and things that were said, quotes, visual aspects as well, things like that. I would love to go through and just sort of highlight those kind of things. I think that's something that I'm going to do. That's something that I can be passionate about. I'm not passionate about trying to show you my Pokemon cards because that doesn't really bring any light to anything other than, the amazing artwork, honestly, that came out of Japan, which maybe I will talk about that because it's pretty cool, unique artwork. I won't lie, but I want to talk about like, other kinds of stories, like just showing you my Pokemon cards doesn't show you the history of like Pokemon itself. And so I don't know, maybe that does become a video somehow, but I'm not going to be going through 1,500 cards or something like that in front of a camera for a couple hours showing you all that. I want to be talking about, the stories and the messages that I pick up on, and, or, the messages or stories that are shared with me. Like if you've got some sort of topic that you want me to talk about, and you think I would do a good job, on researching and then, describing sort of some sort of events and things like that. I would love to, try and, cater to the audience. Like if you have comments or questions regarding any of my content or videos, seriously, leave a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. Just because I honestly want to be able to engage with, whoever's watching. And I guess that's really basically that. I am going out to a concert tonight. If the roads are not so bad that I can't, I need to put my snow tires on my car because it's like the middle of December. We don't really have any snow yet, but it is going to snow today. But right now it's just sleet or hail. So right now, it looks like the roads are going to be terrible later on tonight. So I guess that's that. But really, like, I enjoy going out to these concerts and showing off the local talent. And, some of these people are my friends. So I really like going out and supporting them. Also trying to put them on the internet so that other people can find them, far and wide. I mean, I know that they're already on the internet and have their own platforms, but, if there's anything extra that can add to it, then it adds to it. And I think that's cool. I think it's awesome to be able to, network and help other people out just by, going and taking a couple videos or taking a couple photos and then, like putting it all together and putting it on the internet. And I guess that's that. I do want to talk a little bit in the future soon about what I'm going to be doing with this BrokeToStoke channel. I guess I've already sort of done that, but since that last video, there's even more things that have sort of come out, and I'm really looking forward to being able to share all of these cool concepts that we've got coming out. I'm going to be collaborating with other artists and having them do some really cool stuff, and hopefully being able to, give them some, kickback for, doing all the work. Because honestly, I'm not even trying to really take much off the top with this. Like, I want to be able to build a brand where I can collaborate with other people. And when I do that collaboration, it's not me really reaping too many benefits, because I'm building this channel, and this channel will be sort of my own little whatever. But I also want to be able to use this channel to help other people. And, if I am making money on the channel, you can bet that I'm also going to be trying to give back even more. So I'm not going to be quite like Mr. Beast, because I don't see myself really making, all those kind of crazy big videos. But who knows? I'm not going to limit myself, I'm not going to limit myself. I will not. I refuse to. So really, I guess that's that. If you like my braids, leave a like down below. I did them myself. And I guess that's that. If you didn't like the braids, whatever. I don't care. I did these myself, so yeah. I think I look good. Yeah, that's really that. I'll post again whenever I feel like it, because I'm not trying to burn myself out. Peace.